We are Steve and Jill.
Together, we've been buying and reselling land since the 90s.
Our data-centric approach leaves our buyers asking, how can you sell it so cheap?
Here on the Land Academy Show,
We answer that and more. I'm Steve and Jack Butala.
And I'm Jill DeWit, and this is the Land Academy Show.
This is episode 2052. Today's topic is called Institutionalizing, the operations portion of your real estate business. This is a 5-part series, Monday through Friday of this week. This is number 4, and we're talking about the 5 phases of your real estate empire. And so on Monday, just for a recap real quick, we talked about nailing down the basics. On Tuesday, phase 2, putting your land business on autopilot, the operations portion. Wednesday, we talked about expanding your land business into other different real estate types and really taking a look in the mirror about what you're good at and where you can use improvement. Today, we're talking about institutionalizing the operations portion of your real estate business. I'm going to quote a movie on this topic.
Now? Or
yeah,
that?
Right now.
Oh, okay.
Caddyshack. Jill can't handle if there's just any silence at all. In the movie Caddyshack, there's a very wealthy guy teeing off with one of the other cast members in that movie, and the cast member says, what do you do for a living? And he said, I own a bunch of lumber yards, but I'm not really sure where they are. That's what this episode's about. Institutionalizing the operations portion of your real estate business to entirely and completely free you up to do whatever magic or special sauce happen that makes you very successful in real estate.
Isn't that funny?
Could be your dynamic personality on their phone, like Jill. If I said to Jill, you know what, we need to, in an effort to institutionalize the operations portion of our real estate business, I would like to replace you with 2 other people. And she would hit me over the head with a clipboard. And she would say, why would you ever want to do that? I'm good at it and I like it and that's it. And then I'll say, okay, wait a second. How about we institutionalize in the operations portion for anything to do with the actual transaction, like closing it and doing the research to get a real estate agent, and she would give me a big, huge kiss and a hug. And we're past that. We have institutionalized our business and removed ourselves entirely and completely from the things that don't create the magic. I was tired of doing mailers several years ago, so I created offers to owners. Those guys do my mailers now under my direction. And that's how you should use it. You should never completely outsource it because there is a little bit of magic there.
Cool. Each day on the show, we answer a question. You're going to the topic. Do you want to go to the topic?
I'm sorry. I went out of order. No, I'm sorry.
I'm like, well, what's he going to say for the end?
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you for taking over.
You're welcome.
Maybe we need somebody else to do this podcast so we can institutionalize the operations portion of this business.
All right. We'll cover more on the other stuff. But we do want to answer a question from a member of ours in our Discord community. So Jesh wrote, looking for a funder. We have 5.58 acres under contract in Blank County, Indiana. We have it under contract for $70,000. According to a local agent, it'll sell likely around $120,000. So buy for $70,000, sell for $120,000. I hate this, whatever this is.
I wonder if we used this question last week. Anyway, we're going to do it again.
I don't know. The sell-through rate for the county is somewhere between 0.8 and 1.1. That's so subjective, but whatever. Anyway, I'm looking for more in-depth comps, not just this county. The seller tells us he purchased the property 12 years ago for $95,000. It's across the street from a Walmart Supercenter and a Home Depot. It's zoned residential and close to many SFRs, but also adjoins a commercial district. Please let me know if you're interested in funding or would like to learn more, and the details are here. So why is this question here?
Because this is the kind of stuff, good question, this is the kind of stuff that goes on in Discord. And I am sure when you start to talk about buying property that's adjacent from Walmart and Home Depot, and I wish I could convey on this episode the screenshots. This is an amazing deal.
Oh, good.
Absolute amazing transaction from start to finish. And I'm sure it's funded and probably acquired by now.
Excellent. Good.
And the sell-through rate, which Jill didn't want to hear about, is something that makes sense to this person and probably will attract a funder that it makes sense to also.
I look at that, and I know you look at that when when you're looking at new areas, you're looking at, look how many properties are listed, look how many are sold. So I do look at that, and I look at, okay, how many sold in the last 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, year, 6 months, whatever. I play around with a lot of different numbers. That makes a difference to me going into it. When I'm staring now at an actual purchase agreement with an APN and a price on it, I don't want all the numbers in the whole county. Now I'm zeroing in on that zip code, and if I can get even closer to that, part of the city, I'm going to look at that. When I can see, like in this example, instead of the sell-through rate for me for the county, I'd like to see the lot next door sold 2 years ago for $200,000. The lot across the street sold yesterday for $300,000, whatever it is. Now you got my attention. So thank you. That's what I like to see. And I'm sure other funders appreciate that as well. Today's topic is Thursday, and we're institutionalizing the operations portion of your real estate business. To me, this is fourth gear. So you got the basics of your business out of the way. That's first gear. Second gear, you're finding your groove. You're on autopilot. You're creating systems, maybe building out a team. That's second gear. Third gear, yesterday we talked about, now I can come up for air and go, okay, wait a minute. I'm making money. Where else should I be putting my money? Growing the business. And now is, fourth gear or phase 4, as you say. Now let's institutionalize operation. To me says this is now how we do business.
That, and you've got the right people in place. They're probably going to, you've addressed staffing issues, which you're sure to have, and turnover and all of that stuff. It's past it. You've got the right people in place. We have a transaction coordinator that's been with us for years and years and years. Her name's Jan. And she's the one that is the transaction coordinator for everybody who's in Land Academy Pro. And I can't imagine doing a transaction without her. And neither can anybody else in LA Pro. And we have passed through phase 4 here, largely because of her and people like her that work for us.
Mm-hmm. Even our well, here's another thing you can think about. Who's doing your data? You're still in front, like our business, picking the areas and deciding what to do and pricing and that stuff. But the actual work part of it, you're way past this now. Too, by the way. You are now going, all right, that's our person. Send it over to concierge or send it to, Joe or something like that, whoever it is on your team, maybe that they're going to go on every Monday. And then by Wednesday, they have it for you to review because that's part of your system now. You review it and then the mail goes out Thursday, Friday, something like that.
You've been use the same tax guy every year for a lot of years now or however long. And you've just settled into, you're a business owner and you're comfortable. Yep. So that's the good news. The bad news is you're comfortable. You're too comfortable.
You think?
And you're starting to, when you start,
Have you ever been in that situation?
Yeah.
Actually, you haven't.
I haven't. It's bitten me. Bitten me hard.
I do remember that. I've heard stories about that. It changed when we got together, but yeah.
And yeah, it did. Jill changed all that. I
kind of don't let you.
Jill came in and rattled it all up and said, "Are you kidding me? This is what we could be doing. And it's not really any work." And she was right. I fought it for probably a good 2 years. So this is leading me into tomorrow. Let's just do that.
All right.
Join us tomorrow where we're going to discuss the 5th and final stage of your building your real estate empire. And it's called capitalizing on the ever-present industry and cultural changes, not comfort, changes in real estate. You are not alone in your real estate ambition.
We are Jack and Jill.
Information
and inspiration
to buy undervalued property.
We hope you find our content valuable and we appreciate your support. If you have not already, please check out our channel and hit the subscribe button.
And your comments and suggestions help us to create the content you're here for. Hitting the like button helps to support our channel's algorithm and gauge your interest for future shows.